How y'all doing today, man? As you know, today is Saturday, so it's time for another motivational talk. I hope y'all ready, man. These motivational talks are so amazing to me because I know one thing. All these queens that I bring on here, they all got something to say. They all do. I mean, every single last one of these queens I done had, they haven't surprised me at all. They just come through with the 1-2 punch all day long. And today, I'm excited to bring somebody on stage today that I see all the time on Clubhouse. You look at her Instagram, just fabulous. Every single day I see her. She always keeps a smile on her face. She always stays motivated. And she always lets you know how it is no matter what. Before we go to bring her to the stage, just know these motivational talks, there's something remarkable. There's something amazing. And everybody that I'm bringing on these motivational talks, trust me, I have heard from them, I ain't prayed about them, and they all are coming right now. So with no further hesitation, let's go ahead and bring this queen up right now. Her name is not going to match what she looks like at all. But she's going to explain that to you when she come up here. Somebody bring her up right now. Let me see. Where is she at? She's right there. There she go. Let me get ready to bring her on stage right now. I see y'all in the audience. Marquia, I see you. 30, I see you. How you doing? See what I told you? I told you. The name does not match the face. It doesn't. So before we get ready to get started, I want to know this. Why do they call you ugly doll face when you look like an angel? Let's know.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you this evening. Ugly Doll Face came from basically looking at the world and believing that you've got to love yourself. You got to love yourself first. You know how when you're on the plane and they say, put your mask on before assisting others. So I believe that before you can do anything else in life in terms of, helping other people, reaching other people, you've got to love yourself. And there's so much, things happen in the world where there's so much self-hate. There's not enough self-love. The suicidal rates are, skyrocketing. And so for me, it's about transformation of people, transformation of places, and transformation of things. There is beauty in everything. So although the name definitely, when I called my company Uglydollface Entertainment, a lot of people were like, why, Lynn, why? But I felt that passionate about that. And I believe it's such an important issue and topic that I wanted to bring awareness to that.
See, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first saw you on Clubhouse, and we got to shout out the room. Go ahead and shout out the room you been. Go ahead and shout it out. I want you to do it. What's the room you been?
So I am on one of my great partner. Her name is Marina, and the platform is Time to Shine in the Love and Light community. And we are on
Yes.
every Saturday at 10 a.m.
And like we heard you just said, so you check this out, all y'all kings out there. So I was in the room. That was like my second time going to the room, and I saw her. I was like, ugly doll face. I was like, I don't know where that comes from, but you know what? Maybe because on Clubhouse, they're not on Clubhouse. You got to click on their photo. So I clicked on their photo. I was like, no, I don't see it. And then I went to I went to her Instagram. No, I wasn't stalking y'all. I had to just go to it. So I went to Instagram and I was like, ugly dog face. I don't understand it, but once you hear her break everything down and you see what she's doing, you be like, this queen is very smart. So like I said, I'm sorry to jump in like that, but I had to jump into you just like this. But queen, I want you to introduce yourself to everybody that's on it right now. Shouts out to T, shouts out to Coach Nika. They was on it before you got on. So let everybody know who you are and what you do before we jump into these topics.
Sure. So, as I said, my company is Ugly Doll Face Entertainment, and basically, I do everything under the umbrella of entertainment. So, wedding planning, event coordination, birthday parties, baby showers. My background is luxury fashion. Recent corporate positions that I've held have been senior level management at Saks Fifth Avenue, senior level management at Barney's New York. Most recent position was as the director of stores for a company, and I ran the entire US. I had a team of about 500 people. So, my background is definitely, luxurious fashions, but, the underscore of that is about being a servant, in terms of servicing people, servicing clients, creating positive experiences for others, and just being able to be used. And I felt like in these positions that I held, even though I may have been the only one who looked like me at the table, it was an opportunity for me to bring people who look like me to the table. So, my company, Uglydollface Entertainment, is just an extension of that, because in those positions, I planned, big events with large budgets. But for me, when I'm coordinating a wedding for someone who may not have a $20,000 budget, I want them to have an experience just like someone who did have a $20,000 budget. So it's really important to me to be about community in all that I do and all that I am.
And you got to put out, you're a super mom too. You really are truly a super mom. You got to say that one.
About being
You
a
are a super
mother?
mom.
Yes.
You're a
So
super mom.
I have.
Super mom. Super mom. We got to put out that super.
Well, thank you. Yes, I have an amazing son and a daughter. My daughter's 32. Her name is Mercedes, and my son is 14. His name is Roderick, and I'm super proud of both of them. And I have two grandchildren, two grandsons as well.
I'll tell you, black really don't crack it all. But let's go ahead and get into these questions, Queen. Queen, you have the first question. You know, queens always go first. And to let you know, I wore the white hat just for you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I love that. So, yes, as you kind of explained how the layout would be, my first question is, what would you say is the most challenging part of motivating others?
The most challenging part that I see is that when you try to motivate others, they always want to look at everything that they went through in their past. They always want to look at it, no matter what it looks like right now. They want to look back in their past. And I tell them all the time that the rear view mirror is so small so you can look in the back. But the glass in front of you is always big so you can look moving forward. And as I tell them that so many times, the most challenging part is when you got to keep on repeating the same exact thing and tell them like, man, I know you had mom issues. I know you had dad issues. Guess what? I had the same thing too. I know the streets, you feel like the streets gave away. Guess what? The streets don't love nobody. I know at the same time, you've been trying to just keep on going, but it's feeling, guess what? Guess what, King? Guess what, Queen? I done been through the same thing. I tell them every single time, if I got to write a book of my life, that means I got to write several chapters of my life. I got to write several books. So the most thing is to keep on telling them the same thing, and sometimes it hurts because they just don't get it. I have one friend that I tell him all the time, like, man, look how I changed my life. He sees everything. How I went to church, found my church home. I changed this way. I moved this way. And what he still does is I could talk to him for an hour or 2 hours. And what he'll do is he still hit the block. He'll still hit it every single time. He see I jumped on an 18 wheeler and I just kept on going. I never looked back, but he'll keep on moving this way. He sees the father I am, that I love being a dad, but he sees also that I don't have baby mama drama. I'm gonna take care of my kids and move forward. I don't have the issues where I'm gonna go back and talk to the baby mama. I'm gonna just respect her as my child's mother, and I'm gonna love on my kids and I'm gonna move forward. I'm not gonna, being a dad doesn't make me whether I'm with the mom or not. I gotta be a dad 365. So with the people that's in my life, it's to keep on repeating the same thing, and you gotta keep on seeing some kings fall to the waistline. Not because they don't want to do it, it's because they want to keep on doing this right here. They want to just keep on looking back. And I'm telling them, you moving forward. But Queen, go ahead and answer your own question because I know you're gonna say something just phenomenal.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I definitely think that the most challenging thing about motivating others, definitely one is the responsibility of it. I think that's the heaviest burden because, when you are an inspiration or trying to be an inspiration to others, I think that they're watching your walk as well. They're watching that you said, this is what happened to me 10 years ago and I've moved past it. They're watching to see, have you really done it? What are you walking what you're talking? I think it's also getting them to believe in themselves, and in the positions that I've been in, I've been able to kind of let them show themselves, so to speak. People who would have never, ever been put in management positions, I placed them in management positions, my team and we trained and developed them where that they could see and can believe that there is a possibility that they could be more than what they are in this moment. Helping them to believe, to see that, live like you want your future to be, not like what your now is. And so that to me has been the biggest burden, is just being able to help them to see and show them what their real potential is. It's the burden of being the person who people are really relying on and counting on to get me through the next day, so to speak. So I would say
And see,
that's the biggest challenge.
and see what y'all don't know. This queen told me she wasn't gonna have. She's like, I don't know what I don't know if I'm gonna have something profound to say. Do you hear her right now? Do y'all hear her? She has. Yeah, I told you, Queen. This video is amazing. I already starting off good, and you thought you wasn't gonna have. You can go with the motivational speaker. You doing real good. You ain't scared at all. I asked you, was you afraid of big bad wolf? You said no. Hey, I said you not. So, Queen, my question to you is this right here. What inspires you to keep on going?
What inspires me to keep on going is that I know people need me. I know that I am being used by my Heavenly Father up above to, it's not just about me, it's about others. And I truly believe that. So that is the main thing that inspires me, but also knowing that I want my children, especially now my 14-year-old son, to trust and believe that when we sit and pray about something, that it's going to come to fruition. I want him to understand the power of prayer and that it really will happen. And, I always say, if something was to happen to me today or tomorrow, I feel so blessed knowing that my children know who God is and they do understand the power of prayer. So that's what I would say. That's what I'd answer that.
Okay, motivation speaker never get tongue tied, but Queen, before I hear to tell you the answer, Queen, you're doing an amazing job. And it's still hard to believe you have a 14-year-old and a 32-year-old because you look like you're 22 years old. Like you thought you said I look young, but you look young yourself. But you look young yourself though. Okay. What inspires me the most? It has to be God. Because I know 4 years ago, and I say it every single time, nobody wants to hear me speak. Nobody wants to hear my voice. So as I try not to look back at my past, but I just look and see like God let me go through all these struggles, all these pains, because he knew I was going to have a testimony to tell the queens and the kings. He knew that I'm not picking on Jacko. I just know Jacko, he going to have that voice. He's going to have that thing, that power, that energy, that to be able to go out there and tell the masses what he has done. I tell people all the time my testimony. I tell people all the time what I go through, what I went through, and they be like, you shouldn't tell everybody what you went through. That's your past. And I say, you know what? If I don't tell everybody what I went through, I can stop their future.
That's right.
Let me say it again for everybody that didn't hear. I tell them my past because I want their future to keep on going. Because I know they got that one king out there right now and looking at their life and they look and saying, man, I don't think I got it the streets. I don't think I got the streets. I don't have nothing else. I don't think I got the streets. And I want to show them you got more than that. I want to show them your brain can carry you anywhere farther in your life. I don't care if you look outside and you see the most worst thing outside. But if you got this right here and you got this right here and God looking at you all day long, who gonna stop you?
That's right.
Y'all just don't get it. I see every single day where I'm gonna be. And I'm raising little kids. I'm raising my kids every single day. But if I'm raising them, but I let y'all pass through, if I let y'all fall through the cracks, I'm not doing nothing for my kids. Only thing I'm doing is showing my kids, your dad gave up on everybody, I'm going to give up on y'all the same way. So that's what inspires me every single day, to knowing I'm a child of God and knowing you can't stop me, you might as well just join
Huh, that part.
me. Already. So, Queen, what is your next question?
So the next question that I have is, what specific example could you give on how you've motivated and inspired, your motivation and inspiration has helped someone? So what example could you give on how your motivation and your inspiration has specifically helped someone?
Okay. I had a friend, and the friend I had, he was real mad about something because this dude owed him some money. And hey, if he watches it, hey, bro, you know I love you, but you know I gotta tell your story. I gotta tell it. So he was mad, and he was like, "Man, this dude owed me a lot of money, 30-something thousand dollars." And he was like, "Man, I'm gonna have to go kill him. Like I'm gonna have to." And I spoke on the phone to the dude for about an hour, and I was like, "Bro, if you do this right here, you will never see your kids again in life. If you do this right here, ain't no coming back from that. If you do this right here, everything that you have worked hard for, everything that you have done, It was for nothing. And I stayed on the phone with him, and we talked about that. We ended up talking about stuff on Netflix. We ended up talking about the football teams and everything else like that. And by the time it was over, the only thing I did was just being motivational to him. He was like, you know what, Jacko? You didn't say that, man. Like, he said, man, you know what? He said, I hear you on the phone, but see, it's different when everybody don't know who you are. He said, man, I go on Clubhouse. I sit in the audience. They don't know who you are, but I know you. He's like, when I hear you speaking to these people, they be blinking their microphones and saying, whoa, God. He was like, I know this man. He's like, y'all don't know nothing about this man, but I know him. The same way he is on there, he's off there the same way. So that right there being said is, for me to be able to tell somebody that God is bigger than anything else. Let God use you. Let God give you this mantle. Let God keep on showing you. Let God just know that you're important in his life. And when the haters come out, because the haters will come out, you tell them, you know what? I'm not here to serve you. I'm here to serve God. So that's my motivation that inspires others. But at the same time, to see these kings and queens go through their struggle, and I take what they tell me and I keep it, but I pour right back to them. But God always send me people that can pour right back into me. That's how I know I'm helping the world with my motivation.
I hear you. That definitely is
Oh,
the
my
way to
bad.
be.
My bad. Big bad wolf. Oh!
For sure. So I guess I need to answer the question, right?
Like only you can, queen. I know you're going to answer it good. I'm just waiting.
So, I feel blessed that I have so many examples and so many stories in this journey that I've been on in ways that I feel, smiling every day, even when I didn't feel like smiling, keeping a positive attitude, even when I didn't agree with, what maybe, the corporate directives may have been. It's all about how you communicate things and how you present things to people. And so there was this young man, his name is Anthony. I'm going to pick Anthony. Anthony was about 21 years old when I first met him. He is out in Chicago. And Anthony was an example of a young Black male who definitely, was highly intelligent, who had so much potential. He just needed an opportunity. And when Anthony started out as a salesperson and he, kept saying, like, I want a chance. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I had watched Anthony and I knew he could do it, but it was just a matter of him being given the opportunity. And when I put his name forward to, for a promotion to a shop manager for us, people looked at me, are you crazy? Like, really? Do you see what he looks like? Do you see his presentation? And I said, I see beyond what he looks like. I see what he is capable of doing, not only in just the presence of servicing in that shop, but being an inspiration to others to see that anything is possible if you're given the opportunity and if you show yourself to be responsible, to be reliable. So long story short, I promoted Anthony to that shop manager. Later, I promoted him to 2 shop managers. He was overseeing 2 shops. And then later, Anthony became a district manager for me. Anthony is now working as a senior level executive for Target. I'm so super proud of him. And not only that, the fact that he always says, Lynn, I've never forgotten the things that you've taught me. And now I share and teach them to other people. And so that's when that you definitely have, walked the right journey, that you have shared the right messages. When you see people blossom and grow, all we have to do sometimes is be the watering pot, to watch the flowers bloom. So I'm just, so proud of him and many others like him to be able to be a part of that journey.
I love that. It brought me back. It brought me back to when I first joined Berean Christian Church. And when I first joined, I remember I weighed 120 pounds when I first joined this church. Like I was skinny, my hair wasn't long, and I walked into this church, and I remember so many people looking. They looking at me like, "What is he doing here?" Like, we don't understand why he's here. But the passion in me to leave the streets alone was so big, so I just kept on walking in. And as I walked in, you ever saw one of them pages that turn? They used to show in the little comic books. You saw they keep on turning real quick. and just
Right.
keep on going. That was my life. I walked in Berin at 120 pounds. Hair was real short, but I kept on going to church. I kept on going to church. The more the book kept on turning, now it's 200 and some. It's 228 pounds. I have a career being a truck driver. I left the streets alone. It's been 4 years. Beautiful, amazing family. I haven't found my queen yet, but it's still turning. The pages are still going, and I'm
Right.
so glad that 4 years ago I didn't know nothing about God. But the more I kept on walking, as the pages keep on unfolding, and it keeps on going. I'm here to say that I'm glad that I found my church home. I'm here to say that I'm glad I found God. I'm here to say that I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to impress social media. And as long as God is pleased, I don't care what you do in my life because God loves me. So
Amen.
that just made me just think, like I say, my birthday is Wednesday, and I'm sitting up here like, they told me I wasn't gonna make it to 21.
Wow.
I made it. They told me I wasn't gonna make it to 25. Made that. They said I was gonna make it to 30. Made them, and now I'm about to be 35 years old. So that's showing everybody out there right now. They always tell me what I wasn't gonna do,
Right.
and I'm doing it no matter what. So I had to just say that. So Queen, just thank you for just bringing me back to my first time my church home. So I appreciate that.
Sure.
So Queen, your next question:
Okay.
how would you describe yourself to others?
So, how would I describe myself to others? In my bio, I say that I am who I am. I've been where I've been, no regrets. And I say that because in my journey, I've definitely made mistakes. In my journey, I definitely have not been perfect. In my journey, I may have hurt others. But at the end of the day, I am who I am. I've been where I've been, and that's made me who I am today and what I am today. So, a lot of times people are embarrassed or ashamed of their past, and you shouldn't be, because your past is what's made you, the woman or the man that you are today. And I'm proud of that woman. I'm proud of who she is today. I look at, the 20-year-old Lynn, the 14-year-old Lynn, the 18-year-old Lynn, and I say that we've done a great job. We still have room to grow and we still have more to do, but we're here. I am who I am.
Tongue tied once again. Okay. How would I describe myself? I think how I describe myself is you're dealing with a man that don't need none of this right here. You're dealing with a man at the end of the day that knows that where I came from, this right here is my strength. This right here as long as I came. Because at first, this right here was not it. At first, it started out small. Then it kept on going just like my life. I am that king that went down the wrong road. And as I went down the wrong road, I kept on saying, God got me. I'm that king that can tell you that I made some mistakes. But guess what? Nobody made me make the mistakes. I made those mistakes. Nobody forced me to go out there and do it. I do it. I'm one of them kings that can't say the devil made me do it. No, Kyle Short Jacko made himself do it. I'm one of them kings that can tell you that what describes me is my struggles, my pain became miracles and not darkness. What describes Kyle Jacko is a man that loves you unconditionally because God loves you the same way. What describes me is I really can't see out right now because I really can't see, so we put back on my glasses. But what describes me so much is all them things. I am Kyle Jacko. I am the king that's been through so many things, and my story is not over. It's still ever changing. But the people that's in my testimony right now, when it comes to Prophetess Danielle, when it comes to Queen Lynn, when it comes to King, when it comes to the whole entire Push family, I'm gonna make y'all proud, no matter what. I'm gonna keep on showing y'all that I'm that king that been through all these different places, but I'm glad what God created inside me. And that's what I had to say. I had to take it. Look, Queen, I had to take everything off just for you.
I see. I see. Sometimes he strips us down, right? That
Yes.
part. Hmm.
So, Queen,
So
your
you
next
wait for my
question.
next question?
Oh,
Okay.
let me tell you too,
So,
Queen.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying this right here. You got to come back and do it again. I'm letting you know that. You got to come back and do it again. So I just want to let you know we
Okay.
getting all these hearts and everything. They love you, Queen.
Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad. I love them too. Um, so my third question, and I think I sent you a different question. Do you have it? The third question I
Um,
sent
just
you?
just go ahead with the new one.
Um,
Just go.
so basically, I had said, how do you measure success?
How do I measure success? Keyword is I don't measure it.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know what measure success is because it's not a level on God's Richter that I can really measure it up to. Like
Mhm.
everything that God has given me, if I put it like this, I'm just saying, God, this is how much you gonna do for me. So I can't even measure it because I mean I'm putting the top on what God is doing for me. So I can't even measure success at all. I really can't.
Okay. So then I guess I need to answer the same question, right?
Queen, I mean, I love your question, but I kind of think I really have a vision that you kind of thought I wasn't gonna be able to answer that question that way anyway. So I'm just
No,
saying, that's what I
absolutely
feel.
not. Absolutely not. So I think you measure success based on how you define it as an individual. I don't think anybody can measure success for you. I think that, success is measured in different ways in terms of, some people measure success financially. Some people measure success by how big their house is, what type of car they drive. For me, it's about I measure success on experiences that I create for myself and for others. And I think that sometimes we're so busy trying to get to the next phase that we don't stop and reflect on where we are. I remember I was going through Atlanta airport actually, and fashion has always been what I loved. I didn't accidentally fall into it like a part-time job. And I know, and I say that because I've met a lot of people like that. But I've always loved it. I love, people, and it sounds cheesy, but it's true. And so as I stood in Atlanta airport, I had to take a moment and just reflect and give thanks and be grateful um, for all that had been, given to me. And it was one of those moments that I said that, I'm just a little girl from Quantico, Virginia, a little country girl from Quantico, Virginia, and I've been in positions that I didn't qualify for, but God said I qualified for them. I've been able to help to change incomes in other people's homes and families and create different, situations for them. I've met, designers, as people would say, big designers in the fashion industry and very influential people. And so in that moment, I just gave praise and thanks to God for allowing me to be on this journey of doing what I love and doing what I'm passionate about. And I don't want to get emotional, but it's just I just don't think sometimes people are as grateful or realize all that they really have done for themselves and for others. So for me, I measure success based on that, based on experiences that I create, not just for myself and my family, but based on experiences that I create for other people as well. I think that's, really important in life.
That's it, Queen. That's it. I want to tell everybody, hey, all y'all being here, thank y'all for always being here right now. If y'all got any questions for me and this queen right here, make sure you put in the question mark box because now we're on our last question. Before we go to it, I love what you said. Your resume did not qualify you in their eyes to be where you was, but God qualified you to be in those circles. And I want everybody to take that nugget, what she said, as is knowing your life. Because on paper, I'm not qualified to be a life coach because guess what? I'm supposed to have 10, 20 people I'm training. But God qualified me to be in certain people's lives to not help them with their physical training, but to help them with this right here. And I'd rather be this right here than have all this right here on the side. So it doesn't matter what you're doing in your life. We're not saying you don't got to work because the prayer without work is dead. You got to put the work in, but don't let your resume determine where you're going to be in life. I want to let y'all know that. So, Queen, we're on my last question, but somebody left a question. I'm going to look at that right when I get through. So the question is this right here. How do you inspire the youth to never give up?
So, how do I inspire the youth to never give up? This is definitely a personal one for me, for sure. And I have to be transparent, in this moment. Part of the Ugly Doll Face name is, and I spoke about suicide. When I was 18, I was the cheerleader, I was the honor student, I was all these things that, society say we're supposed to be and look like, right? What the perfect girl looks like. We learn in life there is no perfect girl, there is no perfect boy, there's no perfect, person. But there was so much pressure that I felt, and I won't say it came from my parents, but just from me as an individual, I think it was a lot of pressure that I put on myself. And when I became pregnant with my daughter at 18, a few months before graduation, and trying to fit in my cheerleading uniform, when I graduated and went to what they call senior beach week or whatever they call it, I had made plans to not come back. I had made plans to take my life. And what I would say to, the youth of today is that there's so much pressure on you, whether it's other people putting the pressure on you or whether it's you putting the pressure on you, is that hold on, tie a knot at the end of the rope and hold on tight. Because what I say now and what gets me through this journey that we call life is when I think back to that moment in my life when I was ready to give it all up and basically throw my life away, so to speak. I realized that if I could get through that moment, I can get through anything. Because I would say that was probably the darkest part of my life, the most challenging part of my life. So I would say, hold on, you all. Don't give up. No matter how dark it looks, it gets better. It gets better. And people need you. And you'd be amazed at the lives that you'll save by speaking to others, by sharing your testimony, by sharing where you've been. Like I said, my past is my past. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's made me who I am today in this moment to share and to help others. So I always say if what I've been through can help others, I'm excited about that, and it builds upon where I'm going to be going in the future and the words and maybe even the next book that God is going to give me to publish, to share that. So that's what I would say to the youth. Hold on. Don't give up. It's open door season over your life.
Go ahead and sing. Go say who sings that song. You know who sings that song, don't you? Okay, can you let everybody know who sings that song? They don't know who sings it. Anybody know?
He's gonna put me on the spot because I was just listening to it too.
I
I can't think of his name right off the top of my head.
You can't think of it?
Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah, I'm out here to play it right now because that's one of my favorite songs, and that's on my playlist. So I gotta play the song real quick. So this song right here is the song she's talking about, and oh man, I'm telling you, your mind is just like mine because this is my favorite song. Like open door season, like man. That's not it. Oh, my bad, everybody. But this is one of my favorite songs, and she said it completely. But it's Deontay Hurley, I think is what it's called. Jason Nelson. That's what she said. So Jason Nelson is singing it.
Yeah. I love the words to it because it's an open door season. Whether God opens a door, whether it's a crack, whether it's a window, I'm going through it. I'm going through it. That part.
All day long because I feel the same way. I'm going through it the same way. Whether they want to see me go through it or not, I'm surely going to go through it. But I had a song right here. This song. Yes, so his name is Dietrich Hayden. That's his name.
Dietrich Haddon.
There you go, Dietrich Hayden. So shouts out to him. Okay, so I got to answer this question. So how do I inspire the youth to never give up? I inspire the youth because I never talk down to them. I always inspire them to be better. I always tell them when they want to just stop, I tell them, guess what? If you stop right now, you're going to miss out on your blessing. If you just give up right now, all your little friends are telling you not to go do it. They're scared if you go ahead and do it. Your parents telling you can't do it. They're telling you they don't want you to do it because they don't think you can make it. What if you make it? What if you go to school every single day and you go through the bullying But you keep on knowing that God got something for you. You keep on reaching out to people that you know that love you and they help you get through it. What if you keep on playing sports? You keep on doing it even though your coach is making you mad. What if you keep on doing it?
Yes.
Where you gonna go? What if you just respect your parents? I know some of y'all get mad, but what if you respect your parents and you respect the elders? What if you do that and they start giving you wisdom at a young age and you start growing and learning more?
Mhm.
What if you just keep on loving what God has created to you? Whether you have all your teeth, you got two of them missing, you got one ear longer than the other, no matter what it is, you start looking at yourself, you know what? God didn't make a mistake. God made a blessing. What if you do that? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. At a young age, you're going to mature beyond your years. You're going to grow so much more. You're going to inspire people that's around you because they're going to see, you know what? We can't tear down this king and this queen. We can't tear them down at all.
Mhm.
And my next one is to you, stop doing all the TikTok challenges. It is not cool to walk across any crates. I'm 34 years old. Crates hurt. Just don't do it. Just because it looks good on TikTok, that don't mean you got to do it at all. And to all my little princesses out there, guess what? You're bigger than your body. Your mind is way bigger than that. Just because God has blessed you with everything else, I don't need you to show your body off to everybody. Guess what? Keep on your clothes, keep them tight, go to school and learn. That's the best thing. I teach my daughters that every single day. And I have four beautiful, amazing little girls. Please pray for me. But I pray, I like just, I love these, I love my little girls, but I tell them, you're more than your body. Your mind will take you places that your body can't take you to. And I
Mhm.
want all the little queens to understand that. And for my little kings out there, you thought I forgot about y'all? No, I didn't. Keep on wearing your crown. No matter what anybody feels about you, you're going to be remarkable. Love who God created inside you. Love what you're doing. And to tell yourself, what if? Guess what? If you keep on telling your what if, you keep on going out there and doing it, I promise you'll get farther and farther in life. And with that being said, that Sue left you a question. You already know who it was. I don't have to say her name. You know exactly who it was. I know you do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just read out a question. I want you to guess who it was. How about that? You want to play a little guessing game? So the
You
question
saying
is,
me? Play? I know. Okay, go ahead. I'm
yeah,
listening.
yeah, we're gonna play a guessing game. Her question is, what is the next for both of you? Who do you think that came from?
Marina.
There you go. See, I ain't had to say her name. There you go.
There it is.
Queens
So
first.
what's absolutely. So what's next for me is, in the relaunch of my business, Uglydollface Entertainment. There's definitely a bigger piece to this. I can't discuss it right at this moment, but there is a bigger piece to this that I pray and I'm claiming. Sometimes you don't know how, you don't know where or when, but I know it's coming because about 8 months ago, God whispered to me, stop interviewing for those corporate jobs because all the answers are going to be no. He had already guided and directed me that I was to relaunch Ugly Doll Face Entertainment because he's like, I need you. It ain't about you, Lynn. It's about the people that's been praying to run their own businesses that can't afford to have a brick and mortar. It's about those people that want to teach children how to dance, that want to make their own demo. It's about those people. It's not about you. So there's definitely bigger things I'm claiming. I've been very fortunate in relaunching, and I've gotten new contracts for different events ready and going. I have 3 books, and one of them I'm claiming will be a script that will go to film. Put it on your calendar today that I said it. I'm claiming it. Um, Also, I'm excited to, be in partnership with Sharon and Marina. Those were 2 of my clients from, 5 years ago when I, was doing Ugly Doll Face, and that's how I met them. And there's some people that I say will be your friends and partners for life, for sure. Um, and we're going to continue to, promote and shine on Clubhouse under the Love and Light community on Marina's platform, and Sharon, who I don't know if she's on here, but Sharon's connection, she is connecting people. It's all about entrepreneurship. It's about teaching people, guiding people. I love promoting on social media. I think when the platforms are used in a positive manner, that it will definitely reward you and reward others in different ways. So, I'm just excited. I just feel like, that God is working on me right now. I'm on a journey that I can't explain. It's scary, but it's exciting at the same time. He has humbled me in many ways, to make me listen, and I'm listening. He has my full attention because, he is a selfish God, and he has my full undivided attention. And, to you, Cal, I just want to say thank you so much for this amazing platform. People are listening even when you think they aren't listening. So just remember that. I think that, after speaking to you and watching some of your videos and, talking with you on Clubhouse, you have a calling over your life. You are a blessing. You are a powerful vessel that's being used by God. Continue on your journey. Don't let anyone deter you. You're going to keep getting stronger, better. You're going to just stay blessed. So I thank you so much for inviting me to be your guest. I have enjoyed it. I thank all the people that took the time to come out and support us. So I'm just in a moment, in a really, really good moment. So thank you so much. Mwah.
Well, you remember like I told you. I know you say there's supposed to be a couple people on there, but see, one thing about me, I don't care about views. I care about who shows up and who needs to hear the voice
That's it.
of the queen and the king. That's the only thing I care about.
That's it.
And what I see next to myself is to be to be an amazing father to these 6 amazing kids. Like to be their everything. To keep on saying that if a woman ever comes in my life, to tell them they don't need a mom, they got a mom, but they got a dad. But if you want to help to assist and just tell them, hey, thank you for that. But if you can't, I'm good with that too. I think right now, moving forward, it has to be getting ready for the Queen Series Chapter 4 that you will be a part of, Queen. Take my hat off to you. And so many other queens to always giving queens a voice to speak because I want y'all to be seen and heard by everybody because they have so much amazing stuff going on. To keep on pushing the envelope when it comes to motivation. Just keep on pushing it. Like if I gotta push it this far, I'm gonna push it so much it's gonna go off the cliff. To keep on being strong, to keep on letting everybody know my voice, and to keep on letting everybody know just don't give up. Keep on loving yourself. Keep on rocking your crown. Keep on doing everything you gotta do because you are truly a blessing. So my thing is to keep on seeing people smile, to keep on knowing that if they go through something, I'm here to tell them that I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Here to tell them like, if you need me to pray for you, I got you. Here to tell them like, you know what? We gonna make it through. It might be a struggle right now. We gonna make it through this. Here to tell them that as me walking as a king, I'm one of them kings. I don't go down the golden brick road. I go down the road that has no lights on it. I go down that road because you know why? I learned so much by walking in the dark because I know God gonna carry me. Telling kings that you don't gotta blame the devil for everything. You giving the devil too much credit. You telling the devil make you catch a DUI. No, 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 no. You chose to drive from the club drunk. That's how you caught the DUI. Telling kings that, hey, I failed the drug test. The devil showed is working. No, you chose to smoke, and that's how you caught it. Choosing to tell these kings, hey man, I had a kid because he wanted me to have one. No, king, you could have strapped up. You could have done what you had to do and not had none. Send to tell these queens, y'all not out of it either. Send to tell these kings, these queens out there. As long as you love your body, everybody don't got to see your body. Here to tell you, keep on loving your life and keep on doing stuff. I'm gonna be one of these people that don't keep on motivating you no matter what. But Queen, before we wrap it up again, let them know one more time who you is.
So I am Lynn Brockman of Uglydollface Entertainment, one of the best event planning companies out there. We create experience. It's all about transformation of people, places, and things. We find beauty in everything. We believe you've got to love yourself first. We want to push love, not hate. That's what we are about. We are about creating an experience, creating the journey that you're on and making it that much more exciting. Seeing people grow, develop, and blossom into who they were meant to be. That's who Ugly Dollface Entertainment is and who we're about. And I'm super excited to move forward. Follow us on uglydollface.com. We have a website. You can follow us here on Instagram at Ugly Dollface. We also have a wedding page called Ugly Dollface Weddings. I will be launching soon my Ugly Dollface Shop and Ship on Shopify. So it's all about multiple streams of income. You know, I even learned how to trade on the trading on the market. So, you know, anything you want to learn, you can. My father always said you can have anything you want if you're willing to work for it. So I'm willing to work for it. I'm willing to work for you. I'm willing to work for God. So,
I don't see why I see like a dog. I don't see why I see like a dog coming out. I don't know why. Like I just feel like you gotta have a dog that's gonna come out for real. I don't know why. I might be speaking
claim
into
it, put it
existence.
out there. Yeah, speak it
Yeah,
into
you got.
existence.
Yeah, we love Barbie, but it's time for Ugly Doll to come out. That's what it's time for.
Okay.
I just want to tell y'all, everybody, why I always make them say it twice, because guess what? You didn't hear them the first time they said who it was. I want to hear you say it again. So that's why I make everybody do it again in the video. And when y'all remember this, when y'all watch this video, it might be after the fact. Look how quiet she was from the beginning. And then we asked her again, she was just, ugly dog face. I was like, okay, Queen, okay, I see you. I see what it is. So I loved it. So right now in the video, I do this prayer. After I do this prayer, we're gonna wrap everything up because I know Queen Lynn, I know you have a lot of stuff to do. Everybody wants your attention. I know they do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pray, and after we pray, we're gonna wrap everything up, and we're gonna be good to go. That's cool with you?
It's cool with me.
Okay. God, as I come to you right now, God, I want to say thank you for another amazing day and night. God, I want to say thank you for the struggles. I want to say thank you for the pain. God, I want to say thank you for anything we went through, good or bad. Because God, I know one thing in life, we don't never just pray you just for the good. God, we got to thank you for the bad too, because the bad will make testimonies in our life. God, to any person right now that's dealing with anything in their life, God, I
Yes.
want to let them know. Them haters that they see right now and they're making them mad, I need them to know that's going to be their congratulators. Anybody in their life right now that don't want to see them go where they need to go, I need them to know this right here. God, you're
Yes.
making their life a blessing and not a mistake. God, to anybody right now that's lost anybody in their life, I need them to know, God, the tears they're shedding right now, you know the tears are for joy because guess what? Their family members, their friends, they're right around you right now. They always be their guardian angels. God, I want to say right now, for everything that Queen Linda said, I want to touch somebody right now to let
Yes,
them know,
Lord.
God, they
Yes,
could be
Lord.
anything they want to be when God
Yes.
they put you first. God, for
Yes.
anybody right now that's looking at Queen Lynn right now and not understanding how she just never gives up. God, she never gives up because God, she always remember that you are the true king. And you will do everything in everybody's life once they trust in you. God, when it comes down to me, God, my prayers are simple. Every time I speak, God, I want you to let me just make sure that I'm using the right words that are coming from you. I want everybody to know, God, that it's never about impressing others. God, it's only about impressing you. God, I pray for all my friends and family and my kids that God, they keep on just going through life and understanding, God, that you are everything in their life and you will be everything
Amen.
in their life. God, let me just keep on moving forward. Let me keep on being a vessel to you. Let me just keep on being remarkable in your eyes. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Let everybody know, all of y'all are this right here. Y'all, Psalms 105, verse 1. You will birth the nation, but it starts with you. Stop destroying your life because you're looking at social media. Start uplifting your life because you're worth it. My name is Kyle Jacko. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Queen Lynn, what you got to tell people before we close?
I think you said it. I think you said it all. I think you said it all. It's an open door season over your life. Period. Remember that.
So
Thanks so
basically,
much.
I'm dropping
Drop the
microphones like
mic.
I drop them on Clubhouse every single
That's
day.
it. That's
Hey,
it.
I love y'all. Y'all have a happy Sunday. Hopefully, y'all go to church tomorrow. If you can't go to church, watch it online. If you can't watch it online, guess what? Look at Ugly Doll's Instagram page, and I promise you, you'll get God with that because He's gonna smile every single time. But just keep on loving yourself and just keep on knowing you are highly favored, you are blessed. My name is Kyle Jacko. We out of here. Let's go. All right, Queen.
Peace.
Peace.